So it seems like things are really going down in the world today, and I think many of us had a feeling, a lot of us spiritual people, even people who just can see things coming or kind of can postulate things that might come because of historical issues. But the world is becoming a very scary place. And what makes it even scarier is the way that things are trying to be hidden and suppressed and censored. And yet these things still are available. People can still find them, and yet people seems to be that they go out of their way, or they're just not interested. And they'd rather just go along with whatever the popular narrative or whatever is. And this can be a dangerous thing, as we can see in Europe. So, what's going on? And that's the thing. It's going to be more important to be prepared in the future, physically and spiritually. And I'm going to get into another video about this, but for those of us who are inclined to be more spiritual, it's time to up your ante. It's really time to just really go full force, because you're going to need to have this spiritual technology in order to bypass a lot of the authoritarianism that's going to be out there. Even just to have more control over the material world is going to be really important during this time. So try to get your energy up. Of course, you're going to have vampires, and you're going to have the powers that be trying to, of course, take a go at you like they do, as we know, as we've discussed, and there are multiple methods. However, it is important. And again, I'm looking at a book right now which really clarifies some things I've had happen to me in the past. And on my other channel, I spoke about an out-of-body experience that I had when I was at Fort Jackson, a military base, when I was in the service, and what that entailed. And if I don't have it on this channel, I'll go ahead and clarify that in a more lengthy video talking about that specifically. And basically, after having that and other such experiences, and of course third eye visions and dreams and other type of energy phenomenon, I can see how I've come to some of the same conclusions that he has in the book I'm reading, which I will also share. And he even goes further, saying that it is actually possible to not only have an out-of-a-body experience, but also to eventually have some kind of bilocation kind of experience where you can be in multiple places in a way to escape the physical realm and the boundaries of the physical and material plane, which will be very important, especially in the upcoming years, decades, whatever we have. Again, I want to clarify that it is also important to be physically ready for anything, but also to be psychically ready and to develop and hone this tool that we have, this ability that we do have. In fact, I know this is an ability because I had this ability when I wasn't even trying. So, in order to further develop this is very important. Again, and I'll discuss some other visions that I've already spoke about. I had the police state dream, as we are seeing in Europe. That's becoming a reality as the days go by. And I want to focus more on what the red ring, the red circle around the world meant in my vision, where there was blackness, and then out of that came into my third eye, a vision of the world from afar, the world, the planet, and a red ring of energy around it. So I'm wondering what that was, and I'm going to dissect that a little bit more too, but also dissect your own dreams and visions, because there might be something there for you, and the ability to kind of really trust your intuition more and to develop these psychic communication skills, which you will need, and you do need already, for your own protection and your own ability, especially during this war, this time of war, both spiritual, psychic, and of course physical in many ways. So we have to, again, we really need to hone the skill. And I'm going to talk about the books that I'm reading and some of the exercises I'm doing. I'm not going to get too into detail because, again, we have lurkers, of course, all over the internet and ne'er-do-wells. But anyways, so with that, again, I will go ahead and start posting on other sites because YouTube, of course, is YouTube, and we need to branch out on other sites and make our presence known on other sites because, again, YouTube is playing the censor game. So, anyways, again, we have spiritual abilities. We have these psychic abilities, and they are our birthright, and we can use them. We are sovereign spirits. We are sovereign souls. We are ruled by ourselves, okay? So maybe some of the people who aren't really, let's just say that that actually need governance, but for those who actually have a compass and are spiritually aware, you know the deal. So anyways, it's time to really get on track. It's time to get serious. It's time to really explore these things. And so that's how I'll leave this video. I'll go and clarify what books and tools that I'm using and how we really need to focus and really strengthen this skill in the days to come. It's going to be very important. Until next time, stay centered, stay strong, and please exercise your